Hey, beautiful souls. I'm Tamara Jean, your spiritual holistic healer and inspiring visionary here at Future Life. Oh my goodness, this has been quite what my guides are terming it as spiritual reconstruction. So this is your energy update with tools for transformation from March 22nd, 2019. And this has been quite the process. It feels like I haven't been on here forever. I know it's only been a couple days, but I am excited to share these tools with you and what I am receiving, the information that I'm receiving about the energy right now. And it really is beautiful. For me personally, it's been quite physically painful. This is the first time I've been able to be upright, really without getting sick. I was laid out flat, horizontal for a couple days. Everything just getting super sick, but it was all a huge purge, right? Be careful what you wish for. I had placed one drop of an essential oil blend. It's called DDR Prime. And it is a blend for cellular detoxification and rejuvenation. And your pulse points that I talk about, your wrists, back of your neck and spine, and the soles of your feet. Right, so that you get there's no sebaceous glands in these areas. So the absorption and distribution rate are much greater applying it to these areas. And I use a oil that is certified organic therapeutic grade. So it is very potent and very pure. I put one drop on the back of my neck on the night of the full moon and equinox. We all know it was a huge opportunity for completion, right? Completion of old patterns and cycles. It was a huge completion, very much to this last decade, and even through to past lifetimes as well with karmic ties and patterns. And we've been diving in too, right? We're still in Mercury retrograde in Pisces and still going through our subconscious and shifting core belief structures and patterns and transmuting those into higher vibration, higher frequency energies that now will serve us where we're at. And this can have quite an inflammatory response physically, as these higher light frequencies are coming into your field and you're beginning to integrate them, right, as your light body and begins to integrate even more with your physical body. There is quite the vibration difference between the two. And so this being such high frequency coming in, it can feel quite irritating to your physical body. So if you are having some physical symptoms, I'm going to be honest with you, I was vomiting like, oh my gosh, I was just purging. And I'm still, you can't really see it, but it's not a rash, but it is all red splotchy, all heart chakra, all around here, my throat, coming up into here. The more and more that I channel, start doing, the channeling with Archangel Gabriel videos, which I will resume next week. I'm still integrating myself, as I've been doing a lot of work this week too. So I will resume those next week. And then my crown, the top of my crown, it's still pretty painful. It's definitely subsided, but just literal physical body aching. And so that can be just your physical bodies. It's just like an inflammatory response, and these frequencies have not been here. And so it's like your physical body is responding to something foreign coming in. So it has an inflammatory response. And so that's what can be happening on a physical level for you with these new energies, you know, kind of integrating and implementing into your physical and energetic field. And of course, the crystals and essential oils that I'm going to recommend for you right now will help with this process. And the information I've been receiving is, this is all about, we know this year is about really stepping into your true self, right? Beginning to really live your soul's purpose, following your passion, and it is about stepping up into these things. And of course, you're up leveling. We're going through accelerated growth processes that we can feel on all levels, but also truly embodying these. And I've been doing this work this week with the Divine Masculine and Feminine in a program that I am doing, and really feeling into those energies within you. You know, we've been talking for a long time too about how really the divine feminine is also rising in our collective. And we have these both energies, divine masculine and feminine, within us, and discovering, you know, what your core essence is and leading with that, but also balancing the divine feminine and masculine within you. And it is a cosmic dance within you in this creation experience, this co-creation experience, right? One leads, just like in dancing, and the other follows, but it also supports. And to really learn to embody both of these, for you to fully become, right, the master alchemist, the master artisan, the magician, all of those things, and really become a fully embodied and in alignment master, right? This is that whole self-mastery that we are integrating and coming into, and that is also fully embodying that on every level into your cells. Have that lovely cellular detox experience, and you become that conscious co-creator of your reality. So not only are you the creator, but ultimately you are the createe also, if you will. I don't even think that's a word, but ultimately it's all about you, and you are creating yourself, right? You are a reflection of your creation. So let's fully embody our divine masculine and feminine. Figure out which one's your core essence and allow that leading, but also embody the partner, the complement that goes along and supports that in that cosmic dance. And so the crystals that I have for you, the first one is Larimar. So that's Larimar. I've talked about this before. This is super appropriate right now. This enlightens and heals in the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual way for all of those bodies. It stimulates the heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakras, all where my red splotchiness is. It really facilitates that inner wisdom and outer manifestation. So it's a very healing stone. Is actually one I had to place on myself during my spiritual reconstruction. And my team was telling me also to remind you that this is not a deconstructive process. That it's like, because we have been doing that for a very long time. A lot have been things, right? Personally, collectively, right? The whole paradigm, all the systems in our world, globally, all of those have been in deconstruct for a very long time. We are now reconstructing. So even though it feels like demolition happening right now. It is actually part of the reconstruction process. Like for me finding out that my core essence is actually masculine, and I'm very purpose driven. You know, I am all about it. That's what fills me up. And then my divine feminine, I was not embodying that part of myself, and not embodying that part of myself led me to not fully trust in my masculine self, in leading in my direction and having that full confidence and clarity, and going through with that inspired action. So really embodying both and bringing that balance and allowing my my masculine to lead, but embody my feminine and bring that forward in my creation process. It's really quite impactful, these things, and seeing this process and going through this process, really seeing how that is actually reconstructing and being able to see that it's like, so I am reconstructing myself, right, by seeing the embodiment in how important that is in everything. And so this is it is a reconstructive process. You have felt obliterated many times over, especially in the, last year, even in the beginning of the year. So, but you are definitely in the reconstructive process. So hopefully that lends you some hope and encouragement through this process right now. Because Mercury goes direct on the 28th. So we're still kind of, processing through until then, actually till the end of the month. And then April definitely feels like, it's like we're kind of getting our sea legs with this new energy and kind of learning how to operate in this new way. The next crystal that I have is green aventurine. So this is a very balancing stone. It balancing of the male and female energies. It brings the mental, emotional, physical, and energetic bodies into alignment. And it both activates and clears the heart chakra. As we know, we've been working on opening the heart chakra fully, right? Clearing, we're healing, we're doing so much deep healing work and very expansive work, and really bringing through that universal love and unconditional love, first for ourselves, and then radiate that out to others. So you're sensing a theme here with, right, balancing the masculine and feminine and becoming in divine alignment in all of your bodies and really embodying who you are in that. The last crystal I have, it's blue apatite. So apatite is attuned to healing and storing information, communicating and balancing energy. And it helps to integrate and balance the mental, emotional, physical, and etheric bodies. So really helping you to embody and bring into alignment all of these bodies so you can really move forward in living your soul's purpose. I have just 2 essential oils for you right now. The first is bergamot. So this is the oil of self-acceptance, right? And it's so important to accept yourself fully. Masculine, feminine, light, shadow. Once you acknowledge these within you, it really opens up the energy and opens up the door in for receiving And bergamot is a powerful cleanser. It gets into the core, which is where we are shifting everything right now, those core belief structures and patterns, right? And transmuting those. So it really helps to awaken the soul. So you are remembering more and more, right? It's revealing more and more. We're peeling back more layers. And it really teaches you to love yourself unconditionally and release that self-judgment. And the other oil is rose. So rose is the oil of divine love. This actually is a higher vibration, holds a higher vibration than any other essential oil on the planet. It's super high frequency. Again, you only need like a drop and it's really expensive to get that pure rose oil. But obviously very worth it. It's going to teach you the need for divine grace and intervention in the healing process. Because a lot of times we will distract ourselves, especially when it doesn't feel good or you're not listening. You know, finally, Spirit says, okay, you're not listening. You need to get this. So like I was down flat, right? I couldn't even stand for longer than a minute without having to run and go puke. So that's just, right? It kind of made me, okay, all right, I'm listening. And so it's going to teach you the importance of that because we are spiritual beings, right? And we're here having a human experience. And as you begin to open and receiving this divine love, it softens your heart. And then as your heart fully opens, then that divine love begins to flow freely through your soul, and just, everything just opens up, and it teaches you how to connect to this divine love and open up your heart in receiving. So, you know, a lot of us can have a hard time in receiving. So right now is all about embodiment and allowing yourself to receive. So thank you for your immense understanding in my spiritual reconstruction process. And I will resume the Archangel Gabriel channeling videos next week. Take care of yourself. If you'd like to book a personal one-on-one session with me, go to futurelife.tv and click on readings. Or if you're on the app, you go to the account tab and you can book through there. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you on Monday for my weekly oracle reading.